Hello everyone, today I want to show you a card trick originally performed by Sankey called Helter Skelter, and it's a story about the differences and similarities between sanity and insanity. So for a while I thought there was a pretty big difference, and I bet so do you, but I want to show you that there really isn't that big of a difference, and I want to show you this with a pack of cards. So if I went up on the street to a sane man and said, I want you to shuffle this pack of cards for me, he'd probably cut them in half as best he could, and maybe just weave them together so that he get a nice thorough mixing of the cards. Just like that. And now we have a sane, cleanly mixed pack of cards right over here. Now if I went to an insane man on the street, it'd be a little different. He might just take the cards and try to shuffle them up by just jumbling them face up, face down, and he wouldn't know much else to do. So now over here we have a kind of insane pack. We have cards that are face to back, we have cards that are back to face, and we even have cards that are back to back. It's all a big mess. But here's where I found out that they're actually very similar. Over here we have our insane pack, but scientists have confirmed that just one gene from a pack of, or from a human, can make a big difference. So if I just take this insane gene and place it on this nice, evenly mixed, sane pack of cards, then they will go completely insane, jumbled up, and everything. And because the insane gene was removed from this pack of cards, now we'll have a nice, clean, evenly mixed pile of cards. So that's Helter Skelter by Sankey, and here's how this trick is done. You need a setup before the trick. You need a quart or so of the cards on the bottom of the deck to be face up, and this is so that you can make it appear that a nice evenly mixed pile goes insane. So you're gonna take, again, just a quarter of it, not too many, face up cards, maybe a few more than that. And now you can either just have them all in order face down on the bottom, but I actually am using an older deck, and it's kind of hard to weave cards together. So what I actually do is, before the trick, I actually mix the cards. So there's about a quarter of the deck on the bottom, and now you just go into your story. You say, I bet you think there's a big difference between sanity and insanity, and while you're doing this, just flash the cards just like this, but only really the top half, without exposing any face-up cards, to give the illusion to the spectator that they all are face down. So now you're going to go into your story, and you're going to say, if I came up to a sane man in the street and told him to shuffle a pack of cards, now you're going to cut the cards in half, and you'll give the bottom half, which has all your face-down face-up cards in it, and you're going to say, if I gave this pack to a sane man and told him to shuffle it, he might cut the cards in half and give them a nice shuffle. So you're just going to go down about half. You might even riffle through so you can find a face-down card. And then you can't give it a riffle shuffle, which is why you're going to say that this weaving of the cards together is a nice sane shuffle, because you can't give a riffle shuffle or you'll expose all your cards. So you say this is a nice, clean, mixed-up pile, but because of those face-down cards, obviously you can see, because they're all in a big group, that was a very bad shuffle of mine. But anyways, you can say that this pack is all sane and cleanly mixed. And then you should have a totally normal pack of cards right over here, and you're just going to say, if I handed this to an insane man, he might start jumbling up the cards. So what this is called is a sloppy shuffle, and what you do is you take a few cards off the top, flip them all over, and still holding on to these face-up cards, push a few more cards onto it, take the whole pack, and flip it over. This is a very easy motion, and it gives the illusion to the spectator that the cards are totally jumbled up. There's face-down cards and face-up cards all over the place. What really happens is your top half of the cards is a big pack of face-up cards, and your bottom half is a big pack of face-down cards. So now, to show that the cards are mixed up, you're going to cut into the top half and say we have cards that are face to back. Then you're going to cut a lot more in the bottom half, and you say we have cards that are back to face. Now, if I hold the cards just naturally, because these cards have been bent, the two sides will bend in opposite ways, and they will naturally just bend apart, giving me this little crack. And if I just open that up, then I have my back-to-back cards. And now these piles are all totally straight, so instead of sandwiching them back up like they originally were, you're just going to flip one pack onto the other. So now you're totally set up with a mixed up pile over here and a regular pile over here, even though you've made them think different. And you can go into your story about the genes, how just one gene will make all the difference. Snap your fingers. And this nice, sanely mixed pack goes completely insane. I already told you that I did a really bad shuffle, so it doesn't look like it. And this totally insane pack, now that the gene has been removed, is all cleanly mixed and neat. And that's Sankeys Helter Skelter.